Wonderful
shot there
shot.
from Majid. Lovely shot. Majid off the mark. Very nice looking shot indeed. Plenty of time to play that shortness.
The ball was slightly short of length.
Short of length.
Majid went on his back foot, cracked it hard, through powers and mid-off. That's his favorite shot.
Once again straight to Kim Hughes. And Raja is the kind of batsman you can't really keep quiet for a long time. He goes after his strokes and once again finds himself in a situation where responsibility is required to get Pakistan out of this troubled time. There it is, lofted stroke from Raja and falls in front of Dimmock at mid-wicket, and Raja gets 2. And while we were talking about how Raja should be batting on this wicket, he heaved a ball over mid-wicket, lofted shot, safe enough, Raja gets 2. That's in the air. Yellow. No, that's Dimmock. And it fell right in front of him. And Raja is very lucky to survive. Must have been missing the leg stump. Half-hearted appeal from Lilly.
That was the incoming ball, pitched on leg and middle. Naturally, it was missing leg stick.
Oh, he's very lucky
That
there.
was a very good ball from Lilly in cutter for left-handed. Same Raja, he did not know the ball coming into him. Got the inside out of the bat. Lucky for him. The ball.
That's hard and high. Over mid-wicket, 4 runs. This time Raja using his feet. A couple or 3 paces forward and then heaving that ball over mid-wicket, 4 runs.
Majid possibly hearing that call late, otherwise you could have had a swing at that one, got some runs possibly. 215 now and 18 extras. It's Ray Bright. It's the offside field. Point, cover mid-off. Hughes at mid-off. Bright at cover, Lilly at point. And that one gets the outside edge, turned a little and going down to the third man area with Lilly after it, and the batsmen go through for 2. Hughes at point, but with only 2 overs having been bowled with the new ball, it'll be new tomorrow morning as well. So, nothing to lose here as far as Chappell is concerned, and then his spinners will have a harder ball and they'll be able to turn it more. This last one, which has just been discarded, of course, had got a little wet and then dried up. And that's a lovely shot through the covers, being chased by 2 fielders, the ball slowing up because of the outfield, and he'll be cut off just inside the boundary line, and Majid will get 3. Good delivery from Dimmock, came into Majid, and Majid very quickly and very keenly is off his crease towards the pavilion. The day belonged to the Khan cousins. After Raja was out for a brilliant 55, the 2 cousins got together and played magnificent cricket. They took Pakistan past the Australian score of 407. Majid was back at his majestic best, and Imran played a sparkling innings. And after that, when Australia went into bat again, Imran, with a great burst of fast bowling, had them reeling. They were 2 wickets down for 7, but then Chappell and Laird took them to safety till the close of the 4th day. All in all, a magnificent day's play, some great batting by Pakistan, and now let's witness some of the highlights of the day's play.
A rather critical phase for Pakistan, both for Raja and for Mirdad. Lilly and Dimmock, pretty useful bowlers in any event, and particularly with the new ball. And it's Lilly to Raja. So play underway, and first runs of the morning through a fielding error. Beard allowing that ball to go through his legs, not bending down enough.
Looks as though I'm not the only one who this game starts a little early for, because Beard's normally a good fielder, and that was a bad mistake.
Well, that's true to Raja, so he's off the mark this morning. He's on 29. Nice shot there from Raja. Tipped off his pad. Came in. Good ball there from Dimmock. Raja hurrying his shot. Well, once again, that's 4 runs. The photo finish there, but the ball got the better of Weiner. That's 4 to Majid, to Raja, between slip and gully. Pretty fair gap there between slip and gully. Now the gap being narrowed a little, so that in fact we have a 3rd slip, but a gap still between 2nd and 3rd slip. Good ball there from Dennis Lilly, the bouncer, and Raja quite game to have a go, and thought perhaps a bit lucky too. Dimmock then to Majid. This one beautifully struck by Majid. Now that was a typical Majid shot, leaning back and thumping that one to the cover point boundary. .244.5, Lilly to Raja. And that's a glorious shot there from Raja. My word, magnificent shot. Off the back foot, racked it for 4.
Finally come viewers. And that's a lovely shot through the covers. High back lift, beautiful flourish of the bat, and 4 runs. This partnership now has taken the score from 177 to 257. And that one got the outside edge. It was a good delivery from Lilly. Majid in a bit of trouble there, but all along the ground between 2nd slip and gully. Beautiful delivery there from Lilly. And one thought he bowled the leg cutter there.
That was a good delivery, and about the only ball really that's moved off the wicket, and that definitely cut back, little leg cutter, and got the outside edge of the bat of Majid.
Quicker one down the leg side, and I think Raja admonishing himself a little there. Left it well alone. That one's cut away down to 3rd man, and Lilly won't cut it off. 4 runs, and that is the 50 for Raja. Raja on 51, Pakistan 265, and what a fine 50 it's been. And it's come in 2 hours and 14 minutes. And there it is, a beautiful shot. He just moved into that half volley. And he's going to be out caught. Yes, he is. And Border at second attempt clutched on to the ball, and Raja is out caught at second slip off the bowling of Lilly, who gets his 3rd wicket of the match, and Pakistan have lost their 6th at 270. Went through him. In fact, it spun enough to go across the face of his bat and into the hands of Marsh, and down comes Azhar to pat that spot. So 2 deliveries in this particular over have done something. Azhar under pressure there. Quicker one, perhaps the armour. Perhaps an opportunity there for Azhar, could have got off the mark. He's still to get off the mark, so obviously this youngster must be a bit apprehensive. So far he's shown no signs of nerves at all. He lays back and square cuts, a beautiful shot. And what a great way to get off the mark in a test match. Very quick adjustment of his position. He went on to the back foot. That was a quicker one, and it wasn't all that short, and he punched it away past point for 4. So that's 4 more to Pakistan 275, and young Azhar is off the mark in test cricket.
Crowd today compared to yesterday when we had a full Gaddafi stadium. Lilly to Azhar. Short, and that's hooked away down towards deep square leg. That's going to be 4 runs. One thing is quite clear, that this man is fearless. Look, when Lilly pitched short and Azhar pivoted round, hooked him for 4 runs.
Well, a lot of people have read about Don Bradman, the great Bradman, the greatest run machine ever, but that's how he used to hook a ball. He hooked it and straight down onto the ground. A beautiful stroke from this newcomer. Absolutely glorious stroke.
And Lilly tries him with another bouncer, and this time Azhar moves away. Majid not out, 42. Facing Bright. Swung away down to deep square leg, 4 runs. Majid had plenty of time to play that stroke. He almost pondered over it, and before deciding to swing him, there goes the ball, 4 runs. Majid 46. Pakistan 288 for 6. That's Chappell at first slip, and not in your picture next to him is Border at second. And there's a bit of misfielding by Beard, and Majid should complete his 50, and they are going for the 2nd run and going back for the 3rd. There's Beard's throw coming in. Majid not out, 50. There go the applause to Majid Khan, 50 not out. Right, continuing from the pavilion end. He's bowling to Azhar Khan, who's 14 not out. Oh, he's bowled him. He's bowled him. Azhar Khan is out, and Pakistan have lost their 7th wicket. Azhar Khan possibly deceived there by the flight. Bright giving it a little air, and Pakistan 299 for the loss of 7 wickets.
निमक कॉलेज एंड से इमरान खान को रे ब्राइट ने फील्डिंग की।
माजिद का अपने ही खूबसूरत खेलने का अंदाज कि कैसी भी बॉलिंग हो, जब वो खेलता है तो मालूम होता है कि बॉलिंग बड़ी आसान है।
माजिद का न्यायत जोरदार ड्राइव, 4 रन माजिद खान सही टाइमिंग के साथ डाइव करके गेंद को रोकने की कोशिश की मगर नाकाम रहे और 4 रन माजिद खान ने और हासिल किए। इस चौके के साथ माजिद का इंफरादी स्कोर 56, पाकिस्तान का स्कोर 312। इससे पहले कि ब्रूस लेयर्ड गेंद को फील्ड करते, इमरान खान 1 रन लेने में और कामयाब हुए। इस 1 रन के इजाफे से इमरान का स्कोर हो गया 9, पाकिस्तान का स्कोर 313।
जब तक माजिद और इमरान क्रीज पर मौजूद हैं तो अच्छी बैटिंग का मुजाहरा देखने में आएगा।
ब्राइट माजिद खान को और माजिद खान पाकिस्तान के टेस्ट खेलने वाले खिलाड़ियों में निस्फ सेंचुरियों के लिहाज से मुश्ताक के बाद अब दूसरे नंबर पर आ गए हैं। मुश्ताक मोहम्मद ने 19 निस्फ सेंचुरियाँ बनाई। माजिद की ये 17वीं निस्फ सेंचुरी है। सईद अहमद ने 16, हनीफ ने 15 और 13 निस्फ सेंचुरियाँ बनाई। इस मरतबा माजिद खान गेंद को सही तरीके से खेलने में कामयाब नहीं हुए। ब्राइट की ये गेंद बहुत ही उम्दा गेंद थी, पिच पर पड़ने के बाद स्पिन हुई, माजिद खान के बल्ले को छूती हुई बाउंड्री लाइन पार कर गई। 4 रन माजिद खान को हासिल हुए। फजल
नहायत उम्दा गेंद थी।
Very nicely turned down to square leg. Majid will come back for the second. He'll have to hurry. It's a little bit slow coming down for the second run, but Weena fumbles with the ball and Majid gets home quite safely. And one must compliment the Australian fielding. It has been absolutely marvelous. All the players have tried to save every single run. The most outstanding has been Graham Yellop. Pakistan 329 for 7. There it is, over the heads, and it's going to be a 6. A knotted stroke. Over the head of Weena, taking it off. Like it delivery from head coffee. Nice and down the wicket. One up effortlessly for the 6, and Imran jumps to 18. Pakistan 335 for the loss. 7 wickets.
Majid
Very steady spell,
really
this.
concentrating, head down, eye on the ball, not going for anything outside the off stake, trying to keep the ball down. Fine shot from Majid.
Nice shot there, Majid. Fairly heavy outfield from the rain yesterday. Certainly not as fast as it was on the first day. And this normally would have been 4 runs. Chappell then to Majid. That's
Wonderful shot.
comprehensively.
That was a full toss.
Absolute, no question about it.
And Majid using his feet.
Went very close to Chappell. He should have been caught there, Fazal. Ball going to the third man boundary. 4 runs. Majid gets 4 runs. Swung away. And that's just dropping short of a running Lily there. Imran swung that round, went hard and high, and Lily came racing in. The ball just dropping short of it.
over the top of it. And that one is a magnificent hit, and it's a 6 and into the stands. What a magnificent hit that. Not only magnificent, but tremendous. Huge. And you can go on with the adjectives. It's a great hit, and look at the crowd enjoying it. What a shot. I think the entire muscle of Imran went into that. Doubt if Bright has ever been hit for such a clout before in his career. That ball went sailing higher and higher, and then further and further away, and into the stands it landed. And Gaddafi Stadium is a big stadium, so really a tremendous hit. And that's another 6, and into the stand it'll go. Bang, it goes there into the stands. What a magnificent hit. Tremendous. Superb. And that's the description of the game here. Imran Khan cutting loose. And there's the crowd simply going delirious.
The second 6 has been an improvement on the first one, because the second 6 has been on the back foot and not on the front foot.
So Imran now nearing his 50 on 47. Down the wicket he comes, it's a straight past the bowler, and that's his 50. And what a great way to reach his 50. 2 6s and a 4, and that's the type of cricketer Imran Khan is. 50 to Imran, and he's brought the crowd to his feet, and all the Australians applauding him.
396 पाकिस्तान का स्कोर 7 खिलाड़ियों के आउट होने पर। अपील लिली की जानिब से माजिद खान का स्कोर 97, 51 इमरान खान के। राइट माजिद खान को, और माजिद ने उसे कट किया। येलप ने बहुत तेज़ी के साथ अपने बाएं जानिब छुटते हुए गेंद को फील्ड किया, मगर 1 रन माजिद खान और लेने में कामयाब हुए। 98 माजिद का स्कोर, 2 रन दरकार उन्हें अपनी सेंचुरी मुकम्मल करने के लिए। लेली कॉलेज एंड से माजिद खान को, और इस मरतबा माजिद खान ने नहायत जोरदार तरीके से कट किया, और ये माजिद खान की सेंचुरी। 4 रन माजिद खान के, और इस तरह माजिद खान ने अपनी सेंचुरी मुकम्मल कर ली। तमाशाइयों का ज़बरदस्त खराज तहसीन माजिद खान के लिए। पूरा स्टेडियम तमाशाइयों से भरा हुआ, और इस वक्त तमाम तमाशाई अपनी अपनी सीटों पर, नशिस्तों पर खड़े माजिद खान को उनकी शानदार और ज़बरदस्त इनिंग्स पर खराज तहसीन पेश करते हुए।
Imran out, caught by Chappell of the persevering, hard-working Bright. Dimmock then to Majid. And a beautiful shot there from Majid all along the ground. 4 runs. Come to Sarfaraz's ego much good for this crowd to be cheering every ball he plays defensively, because he's a pretty fair batsman and he rates himself pretty highly as a batsman. He's made quite a few runs too in Test cricket when the occasion has needed, when we needed that. Sarfaraz off the mark, up his shot, but it's going to be 4 runs. Rather awkward pull, combination of a sweep and a pull. Upish, but he's got 4 runs, safely enough. It's going to be Dimmock now for the first time to bowl to Sarfaraz. Single, There being no third slip or a gully, easy single down to third man. And that's out. Sarfraz is stumped. Pretty quick. Here's the declaration.
We're not silly as we look, are we, Omar?
Well, we talked our way into that one.